S1 Regression Example 3. In this example, we're going to do our first calculation of a regression line. A regression line is like a line of best fit that you will have met at GCSE, but now we're actually using the data to calculate the equation of the line. You'll remember that the equation of a line at school is y equals mx plus c. In this statistical calculation, our line, as it says in the notes on page 2, we're going to have y equals a plus bx. So b is the gradient, and we have a little formula of how to calculate that. And a is the y-intercept. So very similar to mx plus c, but just written a little bit differently. So we're going to calculate the regression line of y on x. That just means that this is the response variable and this is the explanatory variable. So you remember this example from the correlation booklet. We had 6 courgettes and we calculated these quantities back in the correlation booklet. So we won't calculate them again. If you're not sure, go back and have a look at that example. So the first thing we have to calculate is b, and if you look on page 2, it tells us it's sxy over sxx. Now make sure you use exact values, save them in your calculator if you need to. So sxy worked out to be 146, sxx was 1335.5, and if we work that out, you get a long decimal like this. Now keep that, store it in your calculator. That's really important because we're going to use that in our next calculation. A, which is the y-intercept, is y bar, the mean of y, minus b times x bar, the mean of x. So the mean of y, well, you add up all the y's, which is 210, divide by how many there are, which is 6, that's y bar, minus this number that you've saved in your calculator. So save that in the memory to save typing it in again. And then we have x bar. Well, that's the mean of x. So it's the total of x divided by how many values there are. So if you type that into your calculator really carefully, hopefully you should get 15.3766. And I'm just doing a few dots to show the decimal continues. So the equation of the line is a plus b x. So y equals a. Now we're doing the final answer. We can round off. 15.4 plus b times x. And that's the equation of the line. Notice how I've rounded them to 3 significant figures in both cases.